What's up, everybody? I'm back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about wallets. So here on the left, we have the Ridge wallet. Now, you've probably seen the commercials, seen the videos and everything for Ridge. It is built very well, but we're going to talk about why I hate it so much. And then here we have like a knockoff version of the Ridge. It works the same. The quality is not the same at all, but there's one thing about it that makes it better than that. If I were to pick either one, I would pick this one over that one, but ultimately I wouldn't recommend these at all. And then we have two wallets here. This is very similar to this one. The difference between the two is a couple differences actually. On the inside, you have this metal plate here, and that just basically gives you reinforcement for these hooks on the side. So you can mount this to, now I wouldn't say really a keychain, but like a backpack or something if you were hiking, to make sure you don't lose your wallet. This does not have such a thing. So instead it offers you an additional pouch for a card. Now, these are the wallets I'd recommend. But before we get into that, let's just talk about the Ridge wallet for a moment. So let's go through it. This is a carbon fiber one. This runs $150. You can find it on sale for like basically $100. Frequently, the screws on here are well machined. They are Torx screws, very minuscule ones. On the back, you have a cash strap, is what they call it. And this is just an overall bad design for a wallet for a grown man. For a young man that may have a debit card, maybe one credit card and his license, this will be fine. But then you also have to ask yourself, is this worth the money? Now, from what I've seen all on Reddit, I couldn't use this longer than a week to even find out for myself. Do you have a strap here? I don't even know what you would call it, but you have your elastic strap here. You have your elastic strap here for the money clip, and you have your elastic strap here. This is what helps hold cards, and this thing expands, as you can see, when you open and close this thing. So let's go ahead and grab a few cards and go ahead and put it in here. Let me demonstrate why this is not very useful to someone that has more than a couple cards. So here I've grabbed a few cards, and I'm going to go ahead and place them inside of here. So you place them in on the opposite side of this finger notch here, because you use this notch to push the cards out. So we're going to go ahead and slide them in. There we go. It'd be easier, obviously, if you did them one at a time. And there you have it. That's a nice, neat little form factor there. But over time, as you can see, this elastic has now stretched. From what I read on Reddit, these need to be replaced every 3 to 6 months. If you have light usage, maybe a year, but you have to replace this. So this wallet needs maintenance, which is insane to me for the price. Now, let's say you're up at a place, you're at Home Depot, and you want to get to your Home Depot gift card here. All right, let's just go ahead and slide this in somewhere. Oh, Lord. I gotta do it on the side. That's not really fair because it's on the edge now. But let's say even if it was on the edge, you want to get to that. This will be easier. You can push it up and you know it's on the edge. But what if it was in the middle somewhere? Okay? And you want your Home Depot card. You need to get access to it. Well, you can't exactly just access it immediately. You have to push most of the cards out. It's really easy to just take them all out and then sift through all your information in front of people and then grab your card. That I did not find fun at all. I couldn't use this longer than a week because of that, and I ultimately abandoned ship. So then that brought me to this little cheap guy here. While this is like plastic, it's not carbon fiber at all. The screws are also Torx screws, but they aren't as machined as well as the Ridge. Definitely a better build quality there. Still does the same thing. And if I got to replace some elastic, I'm going to do it on this cheap $25, $30 wallet here. Now, cool thing about this though, let's talk money clips. It has a money clip instead of a money strap. So let's demonstrate on the cheaper one how the money clip works. And this is a decent little wad of cash. So there you have it. And this thing is going to hold really well. I mean, it's not going to fall out at all. And I'm going to show you how difficult it is to pull out in a second. But on the other side, this is what it looks like. This is kind of ugly, but you know, whatever. It fits in there. It's going to hold the money. You're not going to lose the money. You'd have to lose the wallet to lose your money. So you heard that snap. That was really in there. Okay, let's toss that aside. Now let's talk about this money strap. Honestly, the easiest way to do it is to put it in this side. So put it in sideways like that, and that is super ugly. So you can put it in the other way. Now you see this also looks ugly too. And again, eventually this strap is going to wear out. So if you go ahead and put it in this way, and I'm sparing you guys the fact that this sometimes gets unloosened. It's really terrible to deal with. Now you have it looking just as ugly as the other one, but it's not a quick maneuver like the money clip. So if you are going to go with this, I suggest spend extra money on the money clip version. Now that brings us to these bad boys here. So I've been using this one for the last 7.5 months, almost 8 months now. This is my go-to. This one's a little slimmer than this one. This one doesn't have the money clip. So, but I don't generally carry cash in my pocket or anything like that. I always use cards. So this one's a little smaller than this one, and that's what I prefer. So the real benefit to this is this ID window right here. That is so, you saw how easy that was? I go somewhere and get a card and I say, here you go. Boom. And we're done. I don't have to sift through a million cards to find my license and then sitting out here putting everything on the table to sift to find my license. It's just right there. Boom. And then the card that I use the most, I keep on the outside. And then the card I use second most, I keep right here. And then if I need something else, I just, boom, pull this thing up and they accordion out so I can sift through what I actually need. Now, obviously, this is my daily driver, so these are my bank cards or credit cards. I'm not going to pull those out. But there you go. This one, if I did take cash around, this is what I'd use. I also do appreciate these if you went on hikes or something like that, and you were very concerned about losing your wallet, you can just hook this to something, and this ain't going anywhere. This is tough. So again, also has the money clip. Very sturdy, and it hides all the cash as well. I like that. That's why this is a little girthier, because it has a money clip and it hides your cash. But other than that, everything's the same. It's flimsy because it's nothing light in here, no card in here, so it doesn't flip open as easy. And then also, it's easy to put all your cards in at one time, like so. Adding another card in there, like so, and boom. Staggers them out. Very easy access. And these both you can find on the Tool Deals website for $50, not $150. Well, that's actually like $25, $30, that thing. Again, I don't recommend those. Not $150. This is way better. So you have your choice. If you want the money clip, I would suggest going with this. If you don't carry cash around, like how I don't, I suggest going with this. It has more pockets for cards. It's really on the inside is where there's that difference. And that this has this metal plate. This doesn't, so you can put another card there. But they both will hold up to 12 cards. And yeah, these are my favorite wallets. Now, I've been using this for a while, and I always do this. I don't know if you notice my finger action. I do this, and that has messed me up. Look at that. So be aware that if you constantly do this and push your finger there, that you might burst the seam there. But I didn't even notice that until the other day when I was gearing up to make this video. But I did want to show you guys that it did burst the seams there. And see, I'm still doing it. Got to figure out a way. It's just easy to do it that way, though. Boom. Boom. You catch it with your finger. Maybe I should just not catch it with my finger, but it'll flop all the way back out. I'm going to still use it. I'll just buy another one. I'll see how long this lasts. But anyway, that is it for that video. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments. If you would like either of these two, you can find them in the Tool Deals store. I'll leave a link to them in the description. I mean, I'll leave a link to the Ridge too if you want to go that route. It is well made. It's just highly inconvenient. And I'll leave a link to this thing too if you want this. Again, I think this is good for, you know, a young man that doesn't have much, a debit card, a credit card, and his ID. That's pretty good there. So anyway, hopefully this was helpful. See you guys next time.